And there it is. What's going on, y'all? I'm back again with another one. It's your girl, Miss Kayla. For those of you who are just tuning in to an all new episode of the DTI Takeover show. As always, we are spotlighting and highlighting people who are out here doing the dang thing, okay? And so this guest is doing exactly that. I have with me Mr. Jerusher Wiggins, motivational speaker and life coach, business coach. Hello, Jerusher. How are you?
Hello, Miss Kayla. I'm so excited. Hello, pretty people. Yes.
I love it. I love your energy.
Thank you.
Sure. Can you tell people outside of motivational speaking, outside of the business coaching, just who you are?
Who am I? Well, I am a mother. I'm a wife of two boys. We live in Atlanta, Georgia. My background is actually in radio and television. And so my degrees are in communications and public relations. I've always wanted to talk. I've always said I'm going to get paid to talk. And so that's why I went into that industry. And so had a great career, loved everything about being in radio and television until I had my first preemie son. I wanted time freedom. And so that is what led me to having a home-based business. So the first person that spoke to me about having a home-based business, I got started. I went to the top of the company in 8 months. And so I became a part of the top 2% of that company. And I just started building on that business. And eventually I was able to lay off CNN News years ago to really care for my son at that time. Obviously, that was my why. But right now, obviously, it's changed. He's a little teenager now. Mm-hmm. So that was a while ago. And so, yeah, that is where I am today. In doing that and building my home-based business, I get to teach other women how it's possible to transition from employee to entrepreneur. And so that's what led me into business coaching as well. And so I still build that business. And I also have a course that I help people build their businesses online and offline so they can have time freedom.
You didn't answer like 3 of my questions in one. Okay. But that's amazing. That's amazing. So what made you, I guess, is that what made you become a motivational speaker as well?
Well, see, I was already speaking in radio.
Okay.
So I was always doing that. That was my first job, even as an intern in college. I was on a radio station at school, and I started speaking there. And then I moved to Atlanta on another radio station here in Atlanta. And then so I was always doing that. And then people start to ask you to come speak at their events. And so I've been able to and blessed to be speaking on different stages and other podcasts and Zooms and radios. And so, yeah, so I've always been in the speaking industry.
So what is it that when you have these platforms for these speaking engagements, what is it that you're sharing with your audience? What are you speaking on?
For me, I am mostly empowering women. I'm helping women live up to their full potential because my full potential takes off running in front of me. And so I do a lot of inspiring and motivating them on they can do it. It's not just the chosen few, it's the few that choose. And so I actually, and so I teach that along with business skills in how to get started. And so most people have a problem with they saying, I'm not consistent or I'm a procrastinator. And so I try to change that mindset and try to retrain the brain that you don't have a consistency problem. It's just not that important to you. People do it because if it was important, you do it. You consistently go to work every day. You consistently open up social media every day. You consistently eat. You wash your behind every day. You consistently do a lot of things. You watch television consistently. So you don't have a consistency problem. It's just not that important to you yet.
So how do you make someone realize that it should be important?
Well, they have to attach it to a why, a reason, like people like to say. So why would I leave CNN News, a job that I've wanted to work for? I moved to Atlanta. Why? It was my son, his difficulties being a preemie, the resources that he needed that I could not be at a full-time job and provide. So what would drive a person to do something, crazy or ridiculous or give them the courage? You got to have it attached to something that has meaning. And so the only way that he was going to get the care was for me to be full-time at home. And so it didn't matter what the career was. If it's going to bring in legal money, I was doing it. Right. So it was like, okay, you can do this. Okay, I'm doing it. Right. So most people don't have a drive because they don't have a why. They say your why should make you cry. And so whether it's your parents, like I need to make sure I provide for my parents. I want to retire my parents early. Will that get you up in the morning and work? Will that make you make time? Because everybody has time. It's the problem is you're not making the time. And so the reason why most people don't do it, they don't have a passion enough for whatever it is that they want to do it. So my passion is what drew me to doing it, because I don't think I would have left, working for CNN News or working in radio to work a home-based business, which I became successful at. But the drive was my son needs physical therapy, speech therapy. He can't walk, he can't crawl. He needs attention. So that's going to make me do it, whether I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I'm hungry. It's going to make me do it. And so most people don't have, why they would do it, because most people settle for less than what they deserve.
Wow. Oh, most people settle for what they deserve. I'm going to ask you a question. I need you to help me to understand. So let's say you have a why. You do have a why.
Okay.
The why is and it's a very important why. For example, I'll even use my own situation.
Okay.
I have to maintain my home. I have a daughter. Very important.
Right.
And so I have that why, right? But what happens though, even with that why, you still don't feel motivated? Like,
well, see, because motivation
hard.
Right. Well, right. Motivation comes and goes. And so motivation is a daily task. You need to be inspired. Okay. That's a different word. So motivation is, I got to get up and take a shower every day and get motivated, right? It comes and goes. It comes and goes. And so people think they're going to get motivated to start posting, or they're going to get motivated to do TikToks. You're not going to get motivated. Action precedes motivation. So it's actually the action that's going to make you motivated. So I don't feel like going live and razzle dazzling every day. But once I start acting on it, I prepare for it. I press the live button. I have to do it now. So once I'm in it, like you're in the show, you're in it, you're performing the act. Now you're getting motivated. You're like, this is good. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Because you probably was tired from the last one. But once you got started in the action, then you get motivated. And so people got it all wrong. They're waiting to get motivated, but action precedes motivation.
I've never heard it laid out for me like that at all. Because I've always been one to think that, okay, something magical has to happen. Like this spark has to kick in. And once it kick in, I'm gonna take off, and I'm just be like, nope.
Nope. That's like, that's like one of my my sister. She just like, I'm like, when are you gonna do it? And she's like, I'm gonna get motivated. I'm gonna get motivated to lose weight. No, you're not. You have to actually start walking. You actually have to start running. You have to go to the gym. You have to start doing the thing to actually get motivated, because results will motivate you. That's true. Once you start making money doing whatever it is, you get motivated because you're making money. You see a result. If you start losing weight, you're going to keep doing it because you see results. But those results can't come until you actually act on it.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Ooh, wee. Okay. So you have a course. You have a course coming.
Yes.
What's your course about?
So actually my course, it is a 3-day ride. So it's a live course with me for 3 days. I know 3 days where we are actually learning how to monetize and build a business online. So I teach people how to really focus on marketing and branding themselves online. I was not online. I built my business initially offline. So when I said that I was offline, had an office here in Atlanta, all the things, it wasn't until 2018 I started getting online. So I'm kind of a newbie to online, right? And I didn't know anything. I was like most people, posting and praying, trying to get followers and doing it all wrong, spamming folks, and it's not working. So I decided to learn the platforms. So I decided to invest in myself, get in masterminds, and understand the algorithm, understand the marketing strategies, and attract people to me. So I'm no longer running behind people for my product, my service, my opportunity. They're attracted to the content that I put out. So the 3-day ride actually teaches you strategies of how to attract your ideal prospects. It teaches you attraction marketing, curiosity marketing, what to post, when to post, creating good content. And once you create good content, you got to convert those people into your organization or whatever you're offering. So
Mm-hmm.
just to have views don't make money.
Right.
Conversion does. And so unless you're converting those people, you just got views. And so I
Right.
teach you how to convert in conversation. So I'm a conversationalist. So I teach you how to communicate effectively, like when I
Mm-hmm.
met you, that the person feels so comfortable. They're exchanging phone numbers, they're exchanging emails, and you're getting into where they're comfortable enough. They want to look at what you got going on.
Right.
People buy from whom they know, like, and trust, right? And
That's
so I
true.
also give you my proven scripts in the 3-day ride. Like, what do I start off saying? So conversation starters and what you say to convert. And this actually helps lower your ratio of no thank you. Most people are afraid of the word no thank you. And so I
Listen.
teach you, yeah, they're afraid of that word, no thank
True.
you. So how to overcome those objections and really change your mindset about no thank you. I'm in love with no. No is my best friend. People tell me no every single day, but they don't understand me and no ride together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the only way that you're going to grow and have a big organization. So I teach all of this in the 3-day ride. So 3 days live with me in a private setting, and then you have I think it's 3 additional days where you have Q&A bonus trainings where I'm live answering all of your questions. And so the link is in my bio. It's my link tree, and so we can certainly provide that here. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, that is what the 3-day ride is for. Those people that they want to start a business, but they have not mastered social media yet, or
Yeah.
they have a business. You
Yeah.
currently have a business.
Yeah.
You are not making money online from doing that business. You're not attracting people yet. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to be able to post a reel or a TikTok and you get hundreds of orders. You get, even 50 orders from just doing a post that's
Mm-hmm.
attracting the people that want what you have. So we teach those strategies in the 3-day ride.
That's awesome. So it's more than just getting behind the camera and posting on social media. It's a lot more, like you said, views. I think it seemed like we look at these influencers, right?
Right,
Our social media influencers, and we are seeing that these people are getting famous, or they're getting what is it, verified, the little
right,
blue check
right,
mark and stuff
right.
on social media because they have so many views. And I think that's why people think that, oh, I have to have this many followers and this many viewers, and then once
Well,
I get this, now I'm going to start making money.
Well, no, because you can have, I guess what, say 20,000, or you can have how many you want to have. I have over 100,000, but if you have 20,000 and that 20,000 is engaged with you and
Hmm.
they have a relationship with you, you're
Hmm.
making 6 or 7 figures easily because
Hmm.
you're building a relationship. See, people build a business. People got it wrong. They're actually those influencers or whatever you want to call it, top producers. I'm building relationships when I'm online. I'm not just posting and hoping people see it. I'm actually going down in the DM, direct message or private message, and I'm loving on their pages. I'm
Oh,
responding back.
that's
I'm doing things to get them to continue to follow. It's not like you're not doing anything, right? Unless you are a celebrity like you, Beyonce, you don't have to do anything.
right.
So actually, somebody else is doing it. So they're
Right.
still
That's true.
doing it. So her PR person is doing it, or
Hmm.
whoever
Hmm.
so even Oprah, she does answer. It's just not her.
Hmm.
So if you see people like that, you can tell they're responding, even if it's not them. You have to do the same thing. So I'm actually building relationships every single time I go live. Every single time I'm posting, I'm responding. I'm going to their pages, loving on their pages. I'm calling out their name. I'm saying thank you so much. I'm doing all of that because once people are connected to you, they will be loyal and they will
Hmm.
purchase whatever you're offering.
Hmm. And then, I mean, I think it just lets them know, it shows how authentic you are.
Right,
It
right.
shows
And
your
you're a real person.
authenticity. You're a real person. That's amazing. I do want to double back a little bit because you said something that I deal with too, which is being afraid of that no thank you. It makes me cringe.
Really?
It makes me cringe. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, why? And sometimes it's discouraging, especially if you get so many no's back to back. So then you're like,
Right,
well, what is it? What am I missing? What am I
right,
doing? What do
right.
I need to do to get that yes?
Well, let me help you out. Maybe this will be helpful to your audience as well. I
Mm-hmm.
just know that because the no thank you just means next opportunity. Write that down. No thank you is just next opportunity. Next opportunity. It doesn't mean no forever, and it doesn't mean someone doesn't want your product, your service, your opportunity. They might not be the right person. And
Mm.
so we look at averages. People don't look at the averages. That's important. So if you're talking to 10 people, they say 1 out of 10 will bite. 1 out of 10 will purchase, 1 out of 10. So if you only talk to 5, why did you expect results? So if you're not looking at your averages, and everybody average is different, but if you're
Mm-hmm.
looking at typically I have to talk to 10 people to get one to jump on board. That means if you need 2 people, you got to talk to 20. And you
Mm-hmm.
also have to look at it like this. I tell this story all the time. Colonel Sanders for Kentucky Fried Chicken, he actually had to talk to 1,009 people told him no thank you.
Mm-hmm.
1,009 people. He was physically knocking on doors. At that time, it was way back when, right? So he
Mm-hmm.
was outside, cold, raining, snow, whatever, dressed up in that white suit, knocking
Mm-hmm.
on doors physically. People shutting the door, shutting the blinds. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. 1,009 times. It wasn't until the 1,010th time somebody said yes. Now he's known for Kentucky Fried Chicken, which is one of the biggest chicken restaurants in the world. What he
Mm-hmm.
did was he set his family up for a legacy. So if you ask the family, was it worth it for him to say, yes, 1,009 times, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get dressed, I'm going to do it again? Yes, it was worth it. So most people, you think it's going to be after 2 people or 5 people. No, it's going to be after hundreds of people that you have to talk to before you get that one person or 2 people to really get started. And so I think that you got to look at your averages. I always look at the girl in the mall with the teriyaki chicken. You think people don't say no thank you? You walked past her the other day. No
Right.
thank you. I don't want no teriyaki chicken. You went on the other side of the mall, so
Yeah.
you don't have to ask you. Did
Mm-hmm.
she shut down her restaurant?
Not at all.
She did she? You see
Nope.
her out there all day, every day,
Give example.
teriyaki chicken, and she knows if I ask enough people, I'm gonna clean this plate of chicken. I'm gonna refill the plate, and it's gonna be what more people are going to get this chicken because I know what I have to offer. And so if you think like that, like how many people, the process is me talking to X amount of people to get what I want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is what people miss. They get discouraged in the process.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Mm-hmm.
stay empowered in the process, you'll know the end from the beginning. But
Mm-hmm.
you don't stay empowered in the process. And so yeah, no, it's just become my best friend. I know that I gotta get a no. It wouldn't even make sense if everybody said yes.
Right. Right. That is, and it's funny that you say that, especially talking about averages. My partner Silas, our whole station, we have a whole system. There's a system in place on the way that I contacted you.
Right.
It was through a system
Correct.
place. And it's so crazy. Oh my goodness. He gonna look at me crazy when he see it. He he said so we did start out reaching out to like 10 people. And we realized, okay, well, 10 people maybe got me 1 or 2 responses, like you said.
Correct.
And we had to increase and increase. I remember we got to the point where we're gonna make 50 calls a day.
Correct.
50 calls, I might get 5 or 10 people that respond.
Correct. But
And
that's
we
the
up it.
averages. That's right though.
Yep.
It's 1 out of 10. People, it's 1 out of 10. So
Mm-hmm.
I set out, if I'm going to speak to people, one-on-one, I already know I have to talk to 50, 75, 100 people to get the
Mm-hmm.
number that I want. Because you're going to have people that are flakes. You're going to have people that fall off. You're going to have people that
Mm-hmm.
change their mind. You're going to have people that don't have the money. You're going to have people.
Mm-hmm.
And so all of that is factored in. And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you really have to do the numbers. It's a numbers business. Numbers never lie. People do.
You got all the gems. I like it. I like it. Numbers never lie. People do. No is next opportunity. Like I like it. Okay. I am okay. Okay. So when does your course officially launch?
June 14th, 15th, and 16th. So the course, the 3-day rides, is June 14th, 15th, and 16th. So we're excited about the ride. It's the ride of your life. And so I'm super excited because I've gotten several, obviously I have testimonials and things like that from the ride.
Mhm.
Because one girl, I just love the fact that in her organization, and it's for anybody that's struggling online and you really want to learn how to really monetize that as opposed to posting and praying. But in her organization, she was like at 2,000 production wise in her business. After taking the 3-day ride, she's like at 10,000. And so she sent me a testimony and she was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know what I didn't know. And so that's what most people, they don't know what they don't know. And people say no, N-O to what they don't know, K-N-O-W. And
Mhm.
so it's unfortunate that sometimes we don't invest in ourselves. And I'm big on investing in yourself because I think that's the only way that you're going to get ahead is to actually always be learning. Even though I'm at this position and I know I'm always invested in myself, I'm always learning something new, I'm always doing it.
Awesome. How can people be how can people sign up for your
The
course?
3-day ride. I just put the link in your private chat. I guess I can put,
Okay.
yeah, I just put the link in your private chat. It's my link tree. And as soon as they click the link tree, the first option says 3-day ride. And so I would love to ride with you because I just feel like you don't know the little small hacks. You don't know all of the little things that you need to do. For instance, making comments. You want to leave more
Mhm.
than 4 words. And so that comment will trigger the algorithm if it's more than 4 words. It's things like that that I teach in the 3-day ride. Um, so that I didn't even know about. And so, did you see it?
I did. I'm gonna post it on the live so people can see it.
Yes. And so that is also something I'm big on is really investing in us because I see a lot of people that don't look like me. And I'm like, how is it that we don't know these little small things that they're doing? And so I decided to become a part of it. And so another thing is you got to become unstoppable. Like just because you posted something or you did a reel or a TikTok and it didn't go viral, that's okay. You do it again. And a lot of times we stop and start. We stop and start. And
Mhm.
you got to get to the point where you're just unstoppable. You're not stopping. Doesn't matter who's talking about it. Doesn't matter if you're uncomfortable. You're supposed to be uncomfortable.
And I'm sure I'd be uncomfortable. Let me tell you.
You're supposed to be
I do.
uncomfortable. Because
I
if it was comfortable, you just keep doing what you're doing. But
right.
anytime we're going to do something different, it is uncomfortable. And so I
Right.
teach, the 4 pillars of social media. And so I really go into this in depth in the 3-day ride is your post needs to be entertaining. That's the first E is 4 E's. It has to be entertaining. It has to educate. It has to empower and it has to engage with the people. And so if you are doing these 4 things, these are the 4 pillars, your content, if it's good content, will
Mhm.
start to get more views, more followers, more results, whatever it is that you're looking for your industry.
Mhm.
But if you don't have a niche, you don't know what a niche is, you need to learn those things. And I teach all of that in the 3-day ride that you got to know your niche. Who are you talking to? Because if
Mhm.
you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Okay.
Mm.
So I'm talking to those women who may be in corporate America like I was. They want to start a side hustle. They may or may not have children, but they know they need residual income. They just don't know how to do it online. The
Right.
course teaches you how to do it online. I'm
Got you.
100% from my cell phone.
Got you. Awesome. Oh, Mr. Jerusha, you done dropped us some gems today. I hope those of you who are watching, I see you. I hope you are listening, you are paying attention, and sign up for this course. One more time before I let you go, first tell people how they can stay in touch with you and follow you on your social media,
Yes,
and then
yes.
how they can be a part of the course.
Yes. First of all, I want to say thank you so much, Miss Kayla. Thank you for our connection here. I pray that everybody that's listening get a word and they get excited and motivated to get into action. And so the best way to follow me is on social media. My name is Jerusher at Jerusher, Jerusher. That's what it is across the board at Jerusher. Instagram is Jerusher. You can follow me there. I'm also on TikTok. I'm on Facebook Reels. I'm on Instagram Reels. And so I can be found in any of those locations. If you click the link tree that was provided here, you'll be able to find out the details of the 3-day ride. what I'm teaching on day 1, day 2, day 3, and also it's really descriptive of what we will be discussing. And so I am live in the 3-day ride as well to answer your personal business questions. And so that is the best way to get in contact with me. And what was the other question? I think I answered it.
You did. You just answered it. The other question was, how can people be a part of your course, the
Yes.
3-day
So
ride? So you covered it. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you on our show today. I really hope that y'all paid attention. I really hope that y'all gained something from this interview as well. Continue to rock with us. Continue to listen to Total Entertainment Radio throughout the week. Every day. We are 24/7. We are a 24/7 radio station. Go to www.totalentradio.com. You can hit the TER radio button, or you can hit the Total Praise radio button, whichever mood you feel like that day. Until next time, you all, this is Miss Kayla. I am signing off. Peace. Right.